because I don't have any images for this. And really, this image is disgusting. Lockdowns. Guys, I don't know how you feel about COVID. I don't know if you're afraid of it. I don't know if you're not afraid of it. If you think it's real, if you think it's fake. Dude, I'll just tell you this straight up. At this point, with what I do with my day job, I'm surprised I don't have it already. Like the amount of families I interact with, I should have already had it. There's no way I shouldn't have. It's impossible. I'm not saying it doesn't exist. I'm saying I probably have it. Maybe. It just... nothing. Then again, I don't know. I've never been tested. But then people are tested. And sometimes they're positive, sometimes they're negative. It's like the tests are like magic 8 balls, you know? It's like, what are these tests doing? Are they actually testing? Are these fucking like magic 8 balls of outcomes? With 2 outcomes. That's a shitty magic 8 ball, man. It's fucking horrible. Like, how does that work? How does that fucking work? What does the science mean? Because if you have it, it should be something to retest. How does the test be defective? Like, unless it's made in China, which these tests are probably made in fucking China, where the virus came from. So, look at that. How cute that is. How fucking cute that is. Remember when this first came out? They said, what, they're going to shut us down for a couple months, and that should be it. Oh, that should be it. People say, oh, that wasn't a hard lockdown. What do you mean it wasn't a hard lockdown? Even Texas locked down. Shit. In my area, Texas locked down. I live in Houston. There wasn't a fucking car on the goddamn freeway. You know that's a fucking lockdown there. Traffic? There was no fucking traffic. It was like that for a couple months. Not a fucking car on the goddamn freeway. On 45 and 610, god damn, son, that is a lockdown. They said, oh, hospitals would be overrun. And they had to put emergency hospitals that we paid for with our tax dollar. Quite expensive. They were shut down within a couple weeks because they weren't even fucking used. Not one person had to use them. And the hospitals in this area were never overran. Not at all. But they would exaggerate. They would say, oh, but the ICU beds are. Well, yeah, but there's plenty of other room. And I've been in hospitals many times for my job. And if one area is used, they have other beds available throughout the hospital, right? Shit, the videos we saw that came out of China with this shit made it seem like those videos are crazy. There was bodies on the floor, body bags on the floor, beds being used everywhere. They had to make this bullshit, leaky ass China built makeshift hospitals just to put ventilators on everybody. We didn't have to go through that at all, you know. Maybe different regions are different. I don't know. So that, I'm telling you that so you get my perspective on this. To me, I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried about it. I don't fear it. To me right now, it's like whatever. You think China oversold it as well? I do too. I do too, Kaiser. Don't get me wrong. I do believe it's real. But I believe also that some things have been exaggerated and hyped up to put fear, to spread fear. And it worked. And it's working. And this is obviously built up to talk about the recent lockdowns again, especially in Commieland, California. Jesus Christ. Because it didn't work the first fucking time. It's going to work again. And what I find hilarious is some of the places that locked down the hardest, like New York, had the biggest surge in cases and in deaths. How does that make sense? New York was fucking locked down tight. It was locked down fucking tight. Yet, COVID cases everywhere. People who are locked in, who never been out, get it and die, or whatever, you know? It's so bizarre. And people who are out and about working, they might have it, and they're doing just fine. They may not have it. It's fucking crazy. I mean, with most viruses, there's going to be some that build antibodies. They're going to be able to, their bodies are going to be able to fight it. Some people will not be able to do that. That's unfortunate. That's nature. Can't do anything really about that. You can lock down and hope for a vaccine. All right, vaccine's coming. Vaccine's coming. Cuomo is a retard. Cuomo. Yeah, that Commie Land, California is horrible. Kaiser got out just in time. Good. Because if you didn't, they would keep you in. Be like, where are you going, son? I'm trying to flee. I'm trying to go to Texas. Nope, you go right back in your home. Otherwise, I will detain you. What I find funny is, though, is that the sheriff, I guess in LA, said they're not going to enforce it. That is cool. I like that. Bold stance. It's good to see law enforcement agencies tell the governors, hey, what you're doing is fucked up. We're not going to support it. It's way, way much of an overreach. Go fuck yourself. But the problem with that is the governor will find somebody else, right? I mean, what can they do? Can they fire? Can they find someone else to do it? I mean, that would be interesting. Probably not. That I'm not very familiar with what sort of powers that the governor of Commie Land, California would necessarily have over the county sheriff. I'd hope not. I hope they wouldn't be able to fire him or whatever and get rid of him, because that would be weird. That would be a bizarre power to have. There's no check and balance there. And here in Texas, a lot of these guys are voted in. Like you actually vote on your sheriffs and all that. And I see their signs all the fucking time. See their signs all the goddamn time. But, yeah. It's crazy. I want to lock it all down. And when they do that, here's the thing. They lock down because they're like, oh, we're saving lives. We're saving lives. Let me tell you something. And they'll say 1,000 people died of COVID a day. Now, with those numbers, dude, I can tell you. Did you remember what was it? Dr. Burks was that chick's name? She even admitted that the deaths, not all of them that are COVID are actually COVID. She admitted that. We know that. There's people who die of other causes, but because they have COVID in their system, they're marked as a COVID death. That is a fact. The other thing is, I don't know if you know this. I don't know if you went to the CDC website and actually looked at the numbers here, but apparently, about on average last year, 7,700 people died a day in America from various things, health, heart disease, cancer, all that stuff, homicides, all that. It's all factored in, and it's the same also in 2018. In 2017, about the average is 7,700. So when I hear, 1,000 people died of COVID every, in this day or every day this week or something, it's like, well, that's a lot. I mean, is that in addition to all the other stuff? Because it seems like, I don't know if also I've been paying attention, but no one's dying of the flu. People are dying of COVID. I don't know, man. It seems weird. And there was that article that was retracted. What was it? What was it? Damn it, was it USA Today? That talked about it. Kush. Yeah, man, I'm starting to see it. COVID is real. 9/11 is real. But there's something to it, man. There's some fishy fucking shit going on. There's a lot of liars. I wish we could believe. I wish we could believe and trust, like,